What is up, guys? It's your boy MidnightSnorlax, and we are back again with a new video. So look at this. We made it at last at rank 1 dragon, but we have 0 shields. So I don't know up until how many shields you need so that you can get the highest, or if you can, so that you can reach the top. I don't know how many, but it says in here in the ranking, when you reach dragon, go to the prizes. If you reach top 100, you get an exclusive avatar. If you reach top 500, you get an exclusive card back. So the rewards of 250 gems and 20,000 Q coins plus these cards. I don't know if it's look like, should I be in the top 10s or the top 100 to get this one? But let's see. So this is my very first being in rank 1. So for this match, we're gonna be using the classic. We're gonna be using our minimal tactic deck. Let's use this minimal tactic deck and let's play. So I don't know what I'm up against, but hopefully we get to reach like 10 shields, maybe 100 or 500. But we're gonna be playing few games so that we get to know the feels of playing in rank 1 dragon. Okay, now we are gonna be playing. Let's wait for the game to start. Okay, so now we are starting round 1 with Arts and Culture Arena. So for this card, we have the Triceratops, the Katana, we have the Ptolemy, we have the bass guitar, and the piano. Now since we're in the Arts and Culture Arena, we're going to be using the bass guitar and piano. So both of them have additional points, and then we're going to be ending the turn. Our opponent have 191 base points plus 12 to all 227. Our opponent have the advantage in here. So we gotta find for a way to cope up with our opponent. Okay, so now our Raphael burns all of the cards to our opponent's cards in hand. So let's use Raphael. And then let's use Katana, and then lastly let's use the Cockatrice. We have 121, our opponent have 170, plus 66, 236. That is a banger of a combo. So our Cockatrice lock a random card, and then our Katana deducted 26 energy points or base points. So now our drum kit have additional 10, so let's use our drum kit. And then let's use the Triceratops. Then let's end it as is. I'm not gonna be using Martin Luther King Jr. I'm gonna be using it later so that we could have an advantage. But for this round, we lost. Our opponent have won. Okay, now we're in Ocean and Seas Arena. Our Sons of Liberty deducted 1 energy cost to all of our cards. So let's use Helen Keller. And then let's use Bendy Straw. Or you know what? I'm gonna remove Bendy Straw. We're gonna be using Sons of Liberty. We have 137. Our opponent have 183. Have a deduction to its own card. Plus 25 to all 243. So our opponent have tough cards, tough deck. So this is gonna be tough to handle. Okay, so now in here we're gonna be using the Ptolemy. Let's use the Ptolemy, and then let's use Telescopium, and then let's end it with the Martin Luther King Jr. Or I'm gonna be removing this 3 because I have a feeling I'm gonna be losing this round. So I'm just gonna be using HMS Beagle. We're gonna be ending it like that. So our opponent have 256, 284. Damn, that's a strong deck. And we only have 50 plus, 58. So we're not gonna be using that much because we're gonna be losing this round and we can't cope up. So for this, we're gonna be using the Kumamoto Castle so that we can deduct 18 energy points to our opponent's card, and then we're gonna be using Bendy Straw, and then we're gonna be ending it like that. Our opponent have 207 plus 90, 297. And then Bendy Straw will activate its ability, deducting 18 energy points to our opponent's cards. So we lost this round. Now our opponent will have an advantage in this arena because almost all of our opponent's card is life on land. So we're gonna be using the Ptolemy, Telescopium, and the Martin Luther King Jr., and then we're gonna be ending it like that. We have 222. Our opponent have 337 plus 73, 439. That is a strong deck. So in here we're gonna be using our Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Added 1 energy cost to our opponent's cards. So we are gonna be using the bass guitar and then the piano. And then let's use Caravaggio. Let's see our opponent. Ooh, 337. We have 209. So there is no chance of us winning this game. Let's give our opponent a great deck. So we're just gonna be ending this game, and we're gonna be losing this game. Let's use Pulley. Let's use Raphael and end it. That is one strong deck. So we lost this game. That was an amazing combo from Boba Fett. Let's put it well played. Okay, so now we're gonna be playing another game. And then let's see if we could survive this one. Or maybe we're just gonna be going back and forth. Rank 1, rank 2, rank 1, rank 2. So let's play. We are still rank 1 dragon. So we haven't gone down. Didn't go down. So let's play again with minimal tactic deck. Okay, we are going to the game. We're battling Rip Rip Fizz. Let's see what our opponent have, and let's see if we could win 1 shield or get a shield. Starting off, we're in the Paleontology arena. So We have the Katana, Pulley, Sons of Liberty, Raphael, Telescopium. Our Sons of Liberty activated its ability, deducting 1 energy cost, and then Raphael burns all of our card to our opponent's hand, and then Pulley lock a random card. So for this, we're going to be starting off with Katana. We want to deduct our opponent's card any point as soon as they start. And then let's use Sons of Liberty. We're going to be ending it like that. And then we have 97. Our opponent have 131. Plus 25 to both cards. 181. So we have the disadvantage in here. Our Katana activated its ability, deducting 32 energy points. So in here, we're going to be using the bass guitar. And then let's use Pulley and Raphael. We have 147, our opponent have 96, plus 10, plus 7, 103, plus 12, 115. We have the higher number in here, but our opponent have the advantage. So I don't know if we could cope up. I don't know if we could cope up with our opponent, but let's see. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activated its ability, adding 1 energy cost to all of our opponent's cards in hand. So in here, we're going to be using Triceratops. We have 6 energy cost left. So I want to use the Caravaggio, but let's use this one. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. We have 133. Our opponent have 87. So we have the advantage in here. But we didn't cross the enemy side of the line, making us the loser of this round. Now we're in the Ocean and Seas Arena. So what are we going to use in here? We have the Ptolemy, we have the Telescopium, Cockatrice, Caravaggio, Bandy Straw. So I'm going to be using the Ptolemy and Telescopium. And then we're going to be ending it with Bandy Straw, so that there will be a deduction of 18 energy points to the remaining cards of our opponents. We have an additional 3 energy cost. And then Bandy Straw activated its ability. Now in here we have HMS Beagle, and we're in the Ocean and Seas terrain, so we're going to be using that. And then let's use Piano, and then let's end it with Cockatrice. We have 161. Our opponent have 100, so we have the advantage in here. So I wonder what is the strategy of our opponent. Is using 1 card only. So let's see. So our drum kit have an additional 20 energy points. So in here we're going to be using the drum kit. And then let's use Helen Keller. We have additional 15 energy points. And then let's end it with Caravaggio. So we have 146. Our opponent have 112 plus 10 to both cards, 132. But we have the advantage in here, making us the winner of this round. Now we are in the History Arena. And good thing we have history cards in here. Sons of Liberty activated its ability, deducting 1 energy cost to all of our cards, and then Raphael burns our opponent's card. So in here, we're going to be using the Kumamoto Castle, and then let's use the Katana. Let's end it like that. We have 142. Our opponent have 59 plus 20, 79. So we have the advantage in here. Our Katana activates the ability, deducting 32 energy points to our opponent's base points. Now, Pulley lock a random card. We have an additional 24 points from our bass guitar. So in here, we're going to be using Sons of Liberty. And then let's use the bass guitar. And then let's end it with Martin Luther King Jr. So we have 232. Our opponent have 76 plus 10. So we have the advantage in here, making us the winner of this turn. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activated its ability, adding +1 energy cost to all of our opponent's card. So in here we're gonna be using Pulley since we have used already its ability, and then let's use Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, and then let's end it like that. We have 122, our opponent have 156. Our opponent have the bigger number, but we have the advantage in here, and we win this game. Okay, moving on to the next round, we're in the Science Arena. So in here, we're gonna be using the Ptolemy, Telescopium, and then let's use Bendy Straw since this is its arena. We have 188, our opponent have 127, our opponent have 177, 191. So our opponent have the advantage in here. And then our Bendy Straw activated its ability, deducting 18 energy points to the remaining cards of our opponent. HMS Beagle gave us an additional 1 energy cost. Piano have an additional point, so we're going to be using Piano in here. Let's use the Cockatrice so that we could lock a random card. And then let's end it with Raphael. So we have 172, our opponent have 78. Have an additional 12 points to both cards, 102. So we have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. Our Cockatrice lock a random card for 3 turns. Okay, so now we have the Drum Kit, additional 20. So let's use Drum Kit in here. Then I'm going to be using Helen Keller. And then let's end it with Caravaggio. So we have 161, our opponent have 173. So our opponent have the greater number, but we win this turn. Caravaggio activates ability, burning our opponent's card in hand. So we won this game. Okay, so we're gonna be playing another game. So this is a good game. So let's play another game. We have 1 shield. So I'm not sure how are we gonna be collecting at least 10 shields, but let's find a way. Okay. Let's play another game, and oh, we have 2 shields. So let's play another game, and then let's collect 4 shields, 5 shields, as many shields as possible until the event is still running. I really need to change my deck, my card, my minimal tactic. Like what I said before, my cards have a lot of cards in this deck that have a high energy cost. This is why I can't make huge combos, but it's the ability of the cards that I'm looking for. If only I could build a deck that could be all around, so even though if the cards are randomized, all of their ability will work at each other. Okay, we're battling again. Rip Rip Fizz. So this is the guy who we lost to, I guess, a while ago. So let's see what deck our opponent is using. So for us, we're keeping on using the same deck, the same card all over again and again. Team Minimalistic Deck. So starting off round 1, we're in the Arts and Culture Arena. Our Raphael activates its ability, burning all of our opponent's cards in hand. Okay, so in here we're going to be using the Piano. Let's use Caravaggio. And then let's end it with Bendy Straw, so that we could deduct 18 energy points to the remaining cards of our opponent's cards in hand. So our opponent have 148, we have a deduction of 10, we have 94, so we have the disadvantage in here. Our Caravaggio activates his ability, burning the remaining cards, and Bendy Straw deducts 18 energy points to the remaining cards of our opponent. Bass Guitar activates its ability, have an additional points. Pulley activated its ability, locking a random card. So let's use Bass Guitar, and then let's use Kumamoto Castle. So we have 135, our opponent have 44. Plus 10 to all, 64, we have 155. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. Our Sons of Liberty activated its ability, deducting all of our cards with 1 energy cost. So since we have 13 energy cost in here, I'm going to be using the Pulley, and let's use Sons of Liberty. We have 132, our opponent have 140. Our opponent have the higher energy points, but we cross the enemy side of the line and we win this round. Moving on to round 2, we are in the Science Arena. So here we're going to be using our usual combo, the Bartholomew, Telescopium, and then let's end it with Martin Luther King Jr. So we have 207, our opponent have 110, additional 30, 140. So we have the advantage in here, and then we cross the enemy side of the line. You have an additional 3 energy cost, and additional 1 energy cost from Martin Luther King Jr. You have an additional 1 energy cost again from HMS Beagle. So in here we're going to be using Helen Keller, but we haven't lost a round yet, so let's use Drum Kit. Let's use Raphael. Let's end it like that. We have 58, our opponent have 21, plus 50, 71. Our opponent have the higher energy points, but we cross the enemy side of the line. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we have a deduction of 5 energy points from 3 of our cards in here. So I'm thinking about using Katana, and then let's use Cockatrice. Let's end it like that. We have 54, our opponent have 106. Our opponent have the higher energy points, but let's see if we win this round because it's in the middle. We win this round. So now in the round 3, we are in the Paleontology Arena. So I save my Triceratops for this arena so that we can have an additional points. So in here, we are going to be using the piano, and then let's use the Triceratops. Let's end it like that. We have 166, our opponent have 82. We have the advantage in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using, what am I gonna use? Let's use HMS Beagle, and then let's use Bendy Straw, and then let's end it with Caravaggio. So we have 102, our opponent have 117 plus 10 to both cards, 137. We have a deduction of 10 points, so we have 72. Our opponent have the advantage, but we still cross the enemy side of the line. We have additional 24 to our bass guitar. Sons of Liberty deducted all of our cards' energy cost. So we're going to be using Kumamoto Castle, and then we're going to be using the bass guitar. We're going to end it like that. We have 137, our opponent have 84. Plus 10 to all, our opponent have 104, we have 157. We have the advantage and we win this game. That was a good match. Let's comment or message to our opponent. Good game. Then let's go next. We won our shields. So that's it for today. What do you think, guys, of the video? What do you think, guys, of the match? Should I still continue with this deck, the minimalistic deck, or should I edit some of the cards or deck? If you think that there are some unnecessary cards in my deck, comment down below. I might use those tips and change my minimalistic deck or remove the cards that's unnecessary. So with that said, thanks guys for watching. We have reached rank 1. We have reached rank 1. And yeah, we have tough players in rank 1. Everybody's battling to be on the top. With that said, thanks guys for watching. And also don't forget guys to comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell below. So with that said, thanks guys for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.